As we are cultivating our classroom to help our students succeed, to help them feel comfortable and empowered to do the best that they can academically, let's not forget about their social and emotional learning while we're at it. We want students to thrive when it comes to making responsible decisions, being organized, being aware of their emotions and how they should handle their emotions, how to handle stress in a manner that is proactive and positive, how to show empathy towards others around them. And so there are a few activities and a few ways that we can do this that really flow nicely into a digital classroom. The first is a choice board. You can offer students, and you could change these up if you would like, but you could offer students a choice board maybe once every couple weeks that they need to choose to do one of these. Maybe you offer extra credit. Maybe you just do it as a discussion. This one was developed last spring during COVID when we all felt really stressed out. Some of us still feel stressed out. Some of us teachers going into the school year are kind of in worse shape than we were last spring, but that also means our students are too. So regardless on if you're in a pandemic or not, there's always going to be something that will provide stress in your life. And by teaching students how to navigate this positively, that would be a helpful tool for them to use. So eating healthy snacks, quiet moments, meditating, connecting with friends. So here's a choice board for them to take care of themselves. Another suggestion is to provide regular check-ins just to see how they're doing. Now, number one, it will make them feel that your presence. They will know that you care for them. They will be able to trust your course because they see that you are invested in that. And at the same time, it does show us some insight, and we know that if there's any trouble, we can kind of maybe offshoot it. How can we help our students? And so maybe it's a Google form, a virtual check-in, a temperature check. Just how do they feel today? How's digital learning going? Would it be helpful for me to talk to or me to have any of these other teachers just check in with you? And so feel free to use this or modify this if it's something that you think would help in your distance learning classroom. Maybe you don't want it to be formal like a Google form. Maybe you just want it to be a quick throw up on the screen, one quick reflection piece. And here's a Jamboard. Here's an example of a good, okay, bad. You could put their names there, or you could assign them numbers. Okay, how are they doing today? Good, okay, bad. Now the thing with this is it's kind of cheesy to me. It looks kind of more elementary, but what if we up it a notch? Okay, which one best describes you today? You know, which mean? Tired, just tired, let's go. Or I'm scared. I think right now I am probably going to put my name up here. And so this is another option. Maybe this is an option that you would want to use. Okay. Make sure that you do include organizational strategies. A remote environment, students are maybe not as familiar with, and showing them and modeling on a regular basis how to navigate, how to organize, how to use a calendar, how to use Google Calendar would be a great way to spend your time with your student. And finally, I have this thing called teaming. I discovered this summer, and I think I might have mentioned it in our first session of distance learning, in which you take your class. Maybe it's just your like homeroom or your base class, or maybe you do them in all of your classes, but you divide them into like 6 students. You know, have them pick a couple of students that they want to work with, and then that way they have at least one friend in their group, and then you can start putting these groups together, and then you have a way, like a little home base for students to check in on each other. They can send chat messages to each other. They look out for each other. If someone isn't responding or coming into school, if you're doing the hybrid model, okay, this is kind of like your first line of defense. Number one, it teaches them to show empathy towards others and to show kindness and responsibility. And number two, it forms tighter bonds between our peer groups. So this might be an option that you would consider. And if you're interested more in teaming, just let me know and I can show you the resources that I gathered this summer on it.